Hi, let's wait a little bit for other participants.
Hello, hi.
Okay, let's wait for a few more minutes. Okay, I think other people will join in a while. Hope so. I'm going to share my screen. And I'll post a link to this document into chat. Let me just. All right, found it. It's here. Please put your name into document if you want to make this document available to edit by you. You can just join to Google group, and you'll get your the permissions to edit this document automatically. So welcome everyone on our bi-weekly community meeting. The last one was about 4 weeks ago, or even more. Hopefully people get refreshed after weekends. And let's get started. I'll repeat that we have Telegram group where you can connect and ask any questions. And also we have Slack group in official Kubernetes Slack. We also monitor it. If you have any questions related to Cozystack, feel free to ask them. Do we have any new members in this meeting who would like to introduce themselves? You can just put few words about yourself. Hey, I'm Guy working in this company. All right then. Let's switch to agenda. I would like to introduce that we have recordings available from the latest Cozy Summit. Few presentations were recorded. Actually, one related to CVDFS because there were some connection issues. If you want to see it in good quality, you can see it here. Also, we have all other recordings available here. And today we have prepared two demonstrations for you, and we want to talk about version 1.0 release. And let's start with the first one. So for now, we are going to change approach a little bit. Lately, half year we were working about decomposing Cozystack, and in fact, it is resulted into Packeges API. This change is not released yet. It is released like partially. So we released Cozystack operator, but there is no documentation for how to use it. This change will come into version 1.0 release. And now let me demonstrate how it works. So previously we were using Cozystack. We were installing it by providing HTTP server with Helm charts. And we had a simple shell script, which was installing the things which are managed by Flux CD. Now we introduced a new Cozystack operator, and what I'm having here is a cluster of 3 nodes. Those nodes are not set it up yet. There are no pods in my cluster, just the default ones. And you can see that not even CNI driver get installed. And I want to show you how it works. First, I'm going to install Cozystack operator. You need to set up custom resource definitions, and now we have this pod is running in Cozy system namespace. If we'll see if we'll list all the pods in the cluster, we see that it also installed FluxCD, which runs now as all-in-one, and it can actually works without configured CNI plugin. So we removed these dependencies of FluxCD from Cilium, and other and kubeproxy, even kubeproxy. So for now, we have Cozystack operator and FluxCD. Then we also introduced Cozy Package tool. This is not the same which we introduced previously because the previous tool now renamed to Cozy HR, and Cozy Package will be tool for working with resources of Cozystack operator. Actually, operator introduced 2 types of resources, are packages and package source. For now, we have just a single package source, and if you want to install it, you can see it in Cozy Package list, which actually shows you all the available packets. You can actually install it. To install it in a cluster, you just specify that you want to install this package, and it will ask you about which variant you want to install. So for every package, it is possible to specify multiple variants. We will manage it on our side. Just for example, the previous bundles like passfull, distroful, pass hosted, and distro hosted will be configured as certain variants of this Cozystack platform package. So for now, I'm going to use just default one. I don't want to install any bundles yet. I want to install packets manually for everything. So it just created package. We can see it in Kaget packages. It just created this package. And this package is actually created Helm release. This Helm release contains all the other package sources for any other packages. So now if we'll list available package sources, there will be way more packages which you can install. And just for example, I would like to add CNI driver into my cluster. and we have specific package which is called Cozystack networking. It has few various variants. This variant actually installs nothing. It is needed only for installing package as simple dependency for the other packages if you already have networking installed. This is used for just installing Cilium and all the stuff around it. And this variant actually installs kubeOVN plus Cilium, which we use for our passful or ISP full bundle. So I just add this package. It asks me which variant I want to install. I say I want Cilium, and now we have other package installed. Yeah, using Cozy Package, you can also see the list of installed packages with installed argument. I think right now it will take some time to reconfigure the networking, so I just get lost connection for my cluster. Yeah, now now we can see that there are two packages installed. Let's take a look inside of the package source, because every package actually mapped to package source. Package source holds these variants. So every specific variant actually includes the set of components. In case of Cilium, we install Cilium itself and Cilium network policy. In case of kubeOVN Cilium variant, we install Cilium, we install Cilium network policy and kubeOVN. The important to know that there are no opportunity to specify values in package source, but there is opportunity to specify various files which are coded in package source. In fact, package sources are mapped into artifact generators. This is new entity of LuxCD. So for every package source, we have artifact generator, which downloads specific components and stores them as external artifacts. External artifacts in Cozy system. Those artifacts are actually just Helm charts generated from the single union OCI image, which is built out of this repository. In fact, you can use these package sources to specify them in Helm releases. Just for example, Helm releases in Cozy system. They now hold chart ref, which specifies specific external artifact. So the package source generate artifacts, and the package entity package actually mapped to set of Helm releases. When you install some package, it looks like, hey, I just want to install this package in this variant, and it is possible to specify values here. The full syntax can be found in examples. Just for example, for installing package Cozystack platform, which will also ship set of packets in ISP full variant, you can specify the values that way. So Cozystack platform is just standard package like any others, but it also includes the set of packets inside. One more thing I would like to show you. Just for example, I want to install Cozystack engine. Before we can install it, it says that we need to set up Prometheus operator CRDs. We need to set up cert manager, Postgres operator, keycloak operator, and finally we can set up Cozystack engine in two variants, default one and OEDC. So after that, it creates package and all the related Helm releases to install it. That's pretty much it. Is there any questions regarding the implementation of this?
There is a question in the chat, and the second question. I've commented on the first one, but maybe you have something to add.
I would like to ask also, how do you think about the migration from current version? So how it will be?
Yeah, we decided to to bump major version after this release because our solution already become to be used in production. And as firmware site says, if your product already used in production, it probably have to have version 1.0. In our case, we also want to connect this change to changing API. The API will be changed from configuring Cozystack through the config maps to configure Cozystack with single package which you install from Cozystack operator. There will be migration prepared. The migration actually is a simple shell script which will download all the settings from the Cozystack config map and provide you output. How can you apply the new package to install this platform using Cozystack operator? Inside of this platform chart, we also set up the migrations. So previously we were running the migrations as part of our installer script. Now this Cozystack platform is going to be installed by Helm, by FluxCD, and it will also run automatic migrations. So those automatic migrations will actually remove the previous installer pod and generate configuration for any other components, and it will be simply adopted by Cozystack operator and new configuration.
Yeah, awesome. That was, I got the answer for my question. And the next question was, I see that you streamline the whole installation process and it is more sophisticated, but do you think about this few initial manual step with Linstor? Do you plan automate do this in automatic way as well?
I think the main approach will remain the same at the beginning. So there were also questions in the chat, what was the root cause of this change? There were few things. So the main reason for this change was to decompose Cozystack because many people using it for different purposes. And we want to provide this opportunity of packaging system to install the components you only need. In case of you using Cozystack as a standard cloud platform, you'll get exactly the same configuration, but with the opportunity to add additional components or remove existing ones. Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, the question was about streamlining the manual part in the beginning when you are.
Yeah. For now, it remains the same. So we changed just engine logic. But we are thinking about creating a single Ansible playbook, which will actually cover all the cases, starting from installing Talos Linux, generating configuration for it, and then configuring Cozystack itself.
Awesome, thank you.
The question, how difficult was it to make such major changes? This is not exactly difficult to change. I was implementing this 3 different times, but the changes were refused by Timothy. So we were re-implementing that many times, but I think that the initial design was changed to better approach. For now, we are going to release it very soon. As about vendor lock-in, there is no additional components which are blocking you. You can anytime remove Cozystack operator and keep installed, or even Fluxity, and you'll keep these Helm releases installed in your cluster. Yes, we still need to depend on Fluxity, but that was original design. Thanks to Fluxity, it is CNCF project. It is CNCF graduated project, and I think it is fine to using it like that.
And I have one more question. So, do you think that with these changes, approach to chicken and egg problem will be changed? That you have a seed container now inside, and there is another option to have a Git outside, somewhere outside, and that's if this will be changed by this change, or if it will be
Yeah, correct. The main idea is to provide this framework opportunity to build your own Cozystack. You remember I was showing that you can install single package. You can actually do not install it. You can define your own. You can define your own packages by specifying package source, Git repository, and install package from it. I think we will prepare detailed examples a little bit later. But yeah, that was one of the reasons of making this, to have the opportunity simply override existing packages. They can actually just fork the Cozystack, do some changes and reconfigure the package source to be installed from this fork, not from the main repository. Another option that you can define your own repository with the same structure we're having right now, and deliver and use Cozystack operator to deliver your own components that way. Yeah, for now, chicken and egg problem, it is completely solved. Previous fix, which was merged into main but not released yet, it was solving a different way by running HTTP server in host network and communicating Flux through Kube API to accessing this HTTP server. For now, we don't need that. All the things stored in packages in OCI package. I can simply demonstrate how it works. We just build new packages. Flux actually takes all the things from packages, just put them into OCI artifact and ships into artifact. So the next change is just to bump this artifact in Cozystack operator. So thanks to this, you have already new distribution of Cozystack with current state of my local repository. So now it is way more simpler and faster to do any changes.
So I've got the idea that there will not be seed container, but the first install will be from the external files, and then you can modify, switch it to your Git, and then you have your customer. So there will not be intermediate seed container.
Yeah, just let me show you how it might work. Just for example, I want to change Cilium a little bit. For example, I have 2 Cilium pods running here. I want just one, and I want this as default for my platform. I go to Packages System Cilium. modify the values somehow. If I remember correct, it was operator replicas or something like that. We get this. Yeah, this one. I think it should be like this. Let's check what is different. No, it is not going to work like that. Operator. Okay, I'll just update it here. So we did some changes in the repository. No way, that's weird. What is wrong here? All right, I already have the right. All right. So we have replicas 1. And now I want to build my own Cozystack distribution with these custom settings. So I just go to Packages installer, run make packages, and then apply this operator with new settings. And now it will roll out the Cilium with new settings. This way you can modify actually whatever you want. And we expect more community contributions because it should be very simple. Yeah, one more thing that now all the versions of these Helm releases are content-based. So the sources will be updated only in case if something get changed in specific Helm chart. Just for example, Cilium should be now deployed with a single replica. Not yet. So I think in a while it will reconcile and redeploy it. That's it.
Does it mean regarding the content updates that upgrades would be much faster?
Yes, because only specific Helm charts which are changed, only them will be reconciled and reinstalled.
That's awesome.
We still need to solve few issues with image building and cache mechanism, but I think that in a while it will be completely solved. So the next step would be to move all this ISP or PaaS full bundle outside of the Cozystack repository to manage this configuration externally. I think that we're not going to implement it very soon, but in a while we can expect that Cozystack will be used to provide not only virtualization platform, cloud virtualization platform, but also other purposes. All right. So also the few updates were done on the site tools. Actually, there were a lot of updates to Talm. In latest release, it includes encryption support. It automatically generates key file which encrypts your content of secrets YAML and Talos configuration. Also, now it automatically detects the root. So for now, it works very cool. Let me just demonstrate it to you. So just for example, I have this dev5 directory. Right now I'm in completely different directory. I can use Talm to specify some nodes file. And let's say to run dashboard, it will automatically detect the root by the fact on which directory you're you're right now. The key file, this one, it is used to encrypt all the things like Talos configs, secrets. They are not getting into Git. There are few commands for managing it. Actually, talm init decrypt and encrypt. Encrypt will store existing files into encrypted versions, which you can freely commit, and decrypt will actually unencrypt them back to the normal file, so you can work with them locally in a repository. One more thing that right now we changed the license for Talm. Previously it was Mozilla public license. We removed all the code of talasctl from the Talos. We found different way how can we integrate it. And so for now the license changed to Apache 2. And we introduced support of Talos 1.12. And also we added automatic configuration for bonding interfaces. Just for example, if you generate configuration first time for Talos and it has bond already configured, it will generate node configuration with bonding interface. This is also related to Talos, boot to Talos tool, which has now the opportunity to automatically configure bonding and VLAN interfaces. Just in case, if somebody don't know what is this tool actually simple Go binary, which allows you to convert your Talos, your operating system into Talos and persist networking configuration, which might be really useful for cases if you use some external, some rescue mode of hoster, let's say Hetzner or servers.com, and you can simply convert the operating system into Talos and then use Talm, which will automatically configure, generate network configuration and provide you ready config for installing Talos. Yeah, Cozy Package was renamed to Cozy HR, just because for now the call package can consist of multiple components. So Cozy HR is more likely dev tool for managing Helm releases. It can be used outside of the context Cozystack. It is useful in case if you use Pluxity or Helm. And Helm, Cozy Package now will be used for managing packages in Cozystack. Another tool just get released. This tool is called Local CCM. That solves the problem of specifying external IPs for the nodes. It can simply install as daemon set to your nodes and just find the correct configuration and specify them into the node. And also in the last release, upcoming release, we have a lot of enhancements for Linstor. If you were using encryption in Linstor, now it is completely, I hope it will be completely fixed. And also one interesting change, it introduced Linstor scheduler. Actually, any pod scheduled in Cozystack cluster will now automatically be configured to use custom Kubernetes scheduler, which is aware of where the stateful replicas for these particular pods are running. So it will provide you ways, not you, but to make decision to choose the node for placing the pods. And the nodes which are containing stateful replicas will be chosen automatically in case if they have free resources. If they have no free resources, the diskless replica still be created. But we also introduced the change which automatically switch diskless replica to diskful and one of the remaining diskful replicas back to the diskless after a certain time, actually for 30 minutes after workload is running there. So for now, we have this smart scheduling for storage replicas. And the next topic is Backeges API. Are we ready to show demonstrate the functionality, Timothy?
Certainly not the functionality, but maybe I can show something in the dashboard. Yeah, it looks like I managed to set it up in my cluster just in time. So if my creation dialog shows up sooner or later, okay, maybe I can show something about the backup plans. Let me just share my screen. If you would stop sharing yours.
Am I still sharing? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I don't think you see all of my screen. Let me just fix that
Yeah,
for a
just
second.
water.
Okay, if I share my entire window.
Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so I've talked about this feature back at Cozy Summit, and so we're adding backup functionality to Cozystack. For the time being, we've only got the core controller running. It's inspired a lot by Cluster API, which lets us compose some core resources with the user-defined behavior. And so suppose you want to back up some resource from your tenant, some application. So let's see what I've got running in my tenant. Maybe some, I don't know, Kubernetes or whatever. You'll have to excuse me. Maybe I have something in tenant root. Okay, we've got some virtual machine in tenant root, and maybe we want to back it up. So we want to set up a backup plan. So happens that I actually set it up sometime earlier. So what we can see here is that there's this resource called the plan in the backups API group. And so what it does, it references an application for us. It references a storage location, and it references some kind of method to back it up. Let's maybe go through the dialog that creates these backups. So if we click add, it's probably behaving like that because there's a lot of stuff upgrading in my cloud. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So let's say we want to back up, I don't know, say the entire namespace. We can just enter a reference to the thing that we want to back up. In this case, it would be tenant root. We want to make a backup sometime like late at night every day. And perhaps we want to use Valero to do this. We would create some kind of resource like this. We're still thinking about how to implement proper storage, but in some cases this doesn't matter. So we can put anything generic into here, like whatever, let it be. This doesn't really matter for the time being. But for instance, Valero, if you're using Valero as an engine, it has some kind of cluster-wide default storage settings set up. And then maybe, yeah, we should add a name for this resource. Something like that. Yeah. And we would just create it like that. Now, possibly, I'm not 100% sure, but possibly the controller might have been working and setting up backup jobs while my environment was idling, but okay, no, it wasn't. But for the backup jobs, if you want to make a one-off backup, it's pretty much the same thing, but it just doesn't have a crunch schedule for that. Still, all you can input all the same parameters here and set it up. So that's really what the user-facing UI is. Still pretty much a work in progress, but probably by next week, we will be able to let users manage their Valero backups instead of delegating this to cluster administrators. One of the problems that we have with just using Valero as it is that it runs only in its own dedicated namespace and has a bit too much capabilities for the liking of cluster owners. So they were not able to give users the permissions to manage their own backups. This is something we hope to solve in the nearest future. And as I talked on at Cozy Summit, we also hope to enable developers for Cozystack to implement any kind of mechanism they want for backing up applications. So that's more or less what we have for now.
Thank you. So the question about the namespace, if you back up your namespace, is it possible to back up any other namespace?
That's a good point. I haven't actually thought of that because the implicit intention was that how should I put it? You're not allowed to use any kind of strategy for backing up any kind of resource. It doesn't make sense that you try to back up a namespace with a method that is designed to back up a database, if you know what I mean. So the idea was that you will simply that a given strategy will only let you back up certain resources. But it does make sense to have some validation, like of what a user is allowed to put into this or that field. So that's a good point. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I think that it looks a little bit like a lower API. Maybe we just need to provide a better user experience with the opportunity to select type of applications using dropdown, or provide higher level API, like to have them opportunity just to specify, I want to backup this type of application, and this.
Yeah, exactly, Miroslav. That is certainly desired. Yeah. I'm not sure at what stage the Cozystack dashboard is at right now. Does it already support being populated from other resources or not? But I would certainly like it to be the case.
Okay, one more question about the storage locations. How can you define your own storage locations that I want to define? I want to store it in this particular bucket.
Now, that is really phase 2 of implementing this feature. because of what I would really like is for backup strategies and storage locations to be fully composable, so that you can pick any storage, you can pick any strategy, and the controllers will figure it out. But of course, that doesn't really work because, say, for example, Valero, you either have to create your own storage location if you, I don't know, if you're using an S3 bucket, or maybe you have to use the cluster-wide storage locations that are provided by the administrator, or a number of other possibilities. So, I mean, not every strategy for backing up is compatible with every type of storage.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions to Timofey and backup implementation? All right, then we can switch to OpenFlower. Is there any questions from the community?
I think we had one more topic on our agenda, and that's what we need for.
Forgot about it. Yeah, what we need for Cozystack 1.0 release. From the technical perspective, I think that we have to finish the migration to Cozystack operator, provide the migration for the users who use previous versions. I'll record it. And also update documentation. Not sure if we need to stabilize API right now, because I think that API can have different version control. So for now, we have a version 1 alpha. I think we can release stable version after it will be running in a while for production. Let's consider it as a different task. Am I missing anything else?
I think we have to decide on what pre-release versions we still support. I'm guessing something like we still have to support 0.37, 38, 39, and help users to prepare for the migration to 1.0 from these versions. I think it's quite likely that we will need to extensively test the updates from 37 up to 1.0, something like that.
Yeah, looks like. Eugen?
Yeah, I would like to change the topic. So I remember from a previous meeting and from a usability point, what do you think about of adding the OIDC to all authentication to internal components that we talked about, that Grafana, Alerta, and everything else could or should use this authentication database as well?
Yeah, this is good topic. I think we will work on that in a while. For now, we just have so many things we are working right now. This is still in a row. I can say that I hope in a while we also get rid of Grafana itself, because our dashboard in their upstream version already supports showing charts and going to Prometheus itself. So we could draw the beautiful charts for the existing resources like virtual machines without need to change the interface. Yeah.
I don't think that we really should have to get rid of Grafana. But now that we're close to decomposing Cozystack, it will be easier when Grafana is just a separate component, and then sure you can add the values you need to it to enable OIDC. I mean, without a doubt, yeah, it would be good to have these values in Grafana enabled by default if you have Keycloak enabled. That's true. But I think it would be easier to reason about it when it's just a separate component and not part of the gigantic Cozystack monorepo.
Yeah. We also want to switch using what I wanted to say.
Corut?
No, not Corut. Forgot. Okay, sorry.
Perses.
Too much work today.
You mean Perses, maybe?
No. Forget about it. All right, other question about does Cozystack provide built-in workflow engine similar to Argo workflows with triggers, DAG, and event-based execution? Personally, I really like how Triton works. I think it is pretty much for it, but this could be installed, could be developed as part of our future IDP bundle. IDP means internal developer platform. We still have plans to ship it as another distribution, which is oriented more for developers. Just for example, out of the box, they could get Git repository where they can push their code, and this code should be automatically should be automatically deployed, build it, test it, and deploy it. I was thinking to implement that with somewhat like running GitLab inside of Cozy or Git and CD powered by Argo CD, or maybe Flux. But that's another huge topic to discuss. For now, we need to at least finish backups and decomposition.
I would like to see it as a third-party developed package for Cozystack.
This more likely, that looks like not the package, but set of packages, like Cozystack distribution for specific purpose. And once we'll get that, we could say that we have Cozystack engine, which provides various and allows you to set up various configurations. Let's say if you want Cozystack as ISP for ISP purpose, you can set up Cozystack ISP bundle. And if you want to use it for IDP, you can install IDP bundle for that. We also have plans for ML bundle or AI, the platform for running AI models. It could be a separate distribution or edition of Cozystack for this purpose. But that's just plans. We have no power for developing it right now. Anyway, any feedback is appreciated. And if you have some ideas or free hands, if you're interested to work in some specific sphere, just let us know. We will guide you. All right, any other questions? We probably have no time to see the pull requests. Just see on them. There are some pull requests running. Issues. We have to bug scrap or at least last issues from the community. We need to add documentation for bucket Cozystack resources. probably need to assign it to someone.
Yeah, I would like to add that it is not clear for new buyers that you need to deploy the enable CVDFS in tenant before you create a bucket. So if you create a bucket, it simply hangs like in not deployed, and that's all until you enable the CVDFS in tenant.
Got it. Thank you. I'll take a look.
Andrei, can you assign this one to me? I also faced the issue, and I feel like I could document that. This is Nikita.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Another issue from the community. Cozystack doesn't recover from system reboot. Yeah, we got this request. I'll take it. And I took it. Sorry, I didn't answer yet.
Yeah, apparently the contributor didn't respond to me.
Maybe
okay, no, that's a different issue. Sorry, that's a different one.
This is probably linked to this Malthus issue. So because I met it because I restarted the node not very clearly, and after that I encountered that it could not start, and CNI is own kill it. So maybe he encountered this issue, and maybe he read the chat.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
hey guys,
something I didn't think of.
Let me break in. Can you assign this issue to me, please? Also, right now I am working on the fix. It would be a hot fix, and then I'll make a debug and find the root cause about why Multus consumes so much memory.
Thank you. Deployment issue with tenant root.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't get any feedback from. It was probably related to the regression in Talm. Oh, and that setting is fixing the problem. Yeah, then we can close it.
Okay, thank you. All right, the rest are probably.
You missed one other community issue just above about documentation.
Yeah, I know this one. This is about this is Linstor maintainer came to us and provide some feedback about how can you configure Linstor using resources. That's I think that will be updated as part of updating documentation for a new release. Right. Templating of the tenant clusters. You've accepted this. All right, this is about specifying the one of the solution could be to generate commands to set specific contexts and things like so. That would be nice to have, but this is good enhancements.
I believe it's a limitation of Kamaji, isn't it? Because Kamaji generates the kube configs.
Yeah. We just can have, we don't have specific controller yet or Helm hook, which can generate things out of this. So yeah, that looks like we can.
It would be good to submit a patch to upstream so that Kamaji generates like a separate context name for based on the cluster name or something like that.
Not sure if they will going accept this because they can say that Kamaji is a low-level tool. You can take the kube config and do whatever you want. Actually, what Kamaji does is just wrapper around kubeadm for cluster bootstrapping. Yeah, I think there is no way to solve it right now. Let's keep it open and come back when we'll have a time for improvement. It's enough tools. Right then, time is up. In this way, I would like to say thank you everyone for attending Cozystack meeting. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.